Hey guys, welcome back to Sports Break with Jake. This week we'll be talking about the recent game between Duke and North Carolina, how the NBA reacted to the game, and recent activity going on in the NFL right now. Last week, the number 1 Duke Blue Devils took on the number 8 North Carolina Tar Heels in one of the greatest rivalries in the NCAA today. Going into the game, the Blue Devils were 23-2 and the Tar Heels were 20-5. This was probably one of the most anticipated games of this year. The ticket prices rivaled the prices of Super Bowl tickets, and they were each sold for $2,700. Even former President Barack Obama went to go watch this game. With freshmen and top NBA prospects Zion Williamson, R.J. Barrett, and Cam Reddish, the Blue Devils were highly favored to win this match. But the Tar Heels, however, were able to put up a good fight with Luke May, Cameron Johnson, and Kobe White running the floor for them. Once the game got underway, just 30 seconds in, something very unexpected happened. Zion Williamson blew out his shoe and injured his knee in the process, but he was able to walk to the locker room on his own. He would not return for the rest of the game, however. As you would expect, the Duke players were very rattled by the situation, and the Tar Heels took full advantage. Seniors Luke May and Cameron Johnson combined for a total of 56 of the 88 points scored by the Tar Heels. With Williamson out, Barrett and Reddish knew that they had to hold their own. They combined for a total of 60 of the 72 points scored by the Blue Devils, which was not enough to outlast the Tar Heels. Some good news for the Blue Devils, though, is that Zion Williamson will not be out for a while. It was just a minor injury, and he should be ready for March Madness. Next, we'll be talking about how a few of the NBA stars reacted to the situation. Donovan Mitchell, DeMarcus Cousins, Luka Doncic, and Isaiah Thomas all spoke out about it. Most of them took to Twitter to express their opinions. Mitchell expressed about how much money goes into the games and none of the players see it in return, even though they're out there risking injury and their futures on the court. Thomas spoke out about how he thinks that players should be able to go straight to the league after high school if they have an honest chance of making it in the NBA. He also thinks Williamson should sit out for the remainder of the season so he doesn't risk hurting anything else. Doncic gave his reply in a tweet after replying to Mitchell that he should simply just play in Europe, because that's where Doncic played, and it seemed to work out pretty well for him. Cousins seemed very upset as he spoke out in an interview that he thinks that college basketball is not the right solution for future NBA stars because you risk too much. And he also thinks that Zion Williamson should sit out for the remainder of the season because he has already proven himself worthy to play on NBA teams. The NBA listened to these players speak out, and they proposed to lower the age to get into the league from 19 to 18. Finally, I will quickly talk about what's been going on in the NFL recently. Quarterback Joe Flacco has been traded to the Broncos for a mid-round draft pick, which makes sense because rookie Lamar Jackson was the primary reason that the Ravens made it to the postseason last year. The Broncos were looking for a quarterback because they needed someone that they know can get the job done, because Joe Flacco was a previous Super Bowl MVP, and Case Keenum did not perform well for the Broncos like they expected him to last season. Next, we'll be talking about all the activity that's been going on with the Steelers the past couple weeks. Antonio Brown said that he wanted to get out of the organization because he thinks it is time for him to move on. And also, running back Le'Veon Bell was not given the franchise tag, as he seemed pretty excited about it in his tweet. Lastly, veteran wide receiver Demaryius Thomas was released from the Texans as he suffered a season-ending Achilles injury last season. Thank you guys for watching, and if you haven't already, check out Emily Hood's The Hood Report and Dylan Lauer's Hour with Lauer tomorrow. Bye guys!